And here he is with Patrick Davison.
Well, Jonny, maybe not perfect, but better today from Manchester United?
Yeah, I mean, like I say, it wasn't perfect. We didn't probably pass the ball as well, but we would have liked to. But we got a point against a good side, away from home. And the other night conceding 3 goals, we wanted to be a bit more, maybe defensive minded and make sure that we didn't concede to give ourselves a chance. And we're looking for maybe that one sort of moment of quality or counter attack. We nearly got at the end, but fair play to Villa. I thought they were a good team and they played well today.
Yeah, like you say, they are a good team. But defensively, did you feel pretty comfortable? There was a real late scare, wasn't there? But generally, pretty comfortable?
I think, they've got good players, so you're never comfortable. And, Ollie Watkins and, playing on the shoulder and, he's aggressive, a very good player. So you've always got to be on your toes and ready. And, we had to make it tight today and not try and give him too much space. And I think we did that well.
And do you have to... I'll just have to word this right, but as the years tick by for you personally, do you have to adjust how you deal with players like Ollie Watkins when they're on the shoulder?
I don't think so. I still feel like I'll play the game I always have, and I just try and play my game, and I still feel like I've got a bit of speed in the legs to get me out of those moments. So while I've still got that and feel like I've got that, I'll just play the same way.
Look, I know you love putting your body on the line for this football club. What has this week been like, sort of pressed into service on Thursday night and then starting the game again today? I wonder when the manager told you.
I know he told me after the game the other night, but I think even the match against Porto, I wasn't expecting to come on at all. Victor's coming back from injury, back on the bench, and it's unlikely that you're ever going to make double centre back substitutions, should I say? But to come on, I just enjoy every moment I'm out on the pitch now, and every game I go into, I just get you just have that buzz for it. You really appreciate it, enjoy it, and try and make the most of it.
And I'm sure you'd be the first to say, Manchester United, when things are going well, best club in the world to play for. But when it's like how it's been,
still is.
Still.
Yeah, I mean, it's a privilege to play for this club, and I've had a long affiliation with it. So for me, there's no other answer to that. And I think that with the pressures that come with it, it's also, it's a part of it, and it's a privilege too. And you can see the fans, at the end there, the way they travel, and the support that they've given the team. I have to say, they have supported the players massively over the years, and it's great to see, and all the love that they give us.
Yeah, and talking of those pressures, credit to the manager today, the performance he got out of you, the way he set you up to get a result at a really tough place.
Yeah, and it was great for him to see that. He was, the other night, he got a bit, you could see it on him, the emotion of letting that game sort of slip away, and how big a game it was. So, to go out there and sort of, put in a performance for him, you could see that everyone was, running themselves into the ground, and he was able to make the substitution to bring lads on to freshen it up, and I'm pleased for him that he got a half-decent result today.
So one last thing to do. You were saying off camera, this is the first one you've ever won, you think?
I think it might be the second, and Bruno donated one to me last season, so 3.
Well done. Jonny Evans, player of the match.
Thank you very much.
Well played.
Cheers.
Well done, Jonny. You just get the feeling he relishes every single second of it while it continues. Bruno almost stole the Player of the Match award from him today if that free kick had just dropped a couple of inches lower.
I mean, I'm trying to find the right words here. Because everybody on the pitch today should be ashamed, because Jonny Evans, credit to him, he's 36, 37, and he's man of the match. So everybody younger than him should take notice and just, next time be better. Other than that, the best highlights of the game is the 93rd minutes here, this chance, probably.
Yeah, that's the closest, Steve, that either side really came to scoring, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think, look, it was, as we said there, from a Villa point of view, the hangover from the other night, they look quite tired. But from a Manchester United point of view, positive steps defensively, and then this was the last chance, the last break for United, Les.
And this probably sums up the game. Garnacho's gone through, and you're thinking, just square it. Fernandes gets on the end of this, and he hits the first man, and that probably summed up the way the game went today. Well, both teams were lacking in that final third. Huffed and puffed, but couldn't blow the house down.
Does this take away some of the criticism from the manager? A lot of pressure on him going into this game today, Dimitar.
I think the criticism will continue to grow, because United need to win to get the points. They are 14 in the table, which is unbelievable. I mean, the only thing to correct it is getting the points. But with the way they're playing at the moment, that's going to be hard to do.
He said at the start of the season, it's going to be a slow start for Manchester United. I don't believe he thought it was going to be as slow as this. After every interview, he keeps saying, Man United, we need to improve, we need to improve, we need to improve. And we keep sitting there and seeing Manchester United not improving. You're starting to think, when's it going to happen?
It's improvement, isn't it? And Aston Villa?
Not enough. Not enough for Man United.
They are 14th, as Dimitar says. We will talk more about Manchester United later on. I know you've got a lot more to say about United, perhaps not about today's game quite so much. We will do that later on. You can get more reaction, of course, as well on our digital platforms and on Sky Sports News. But when we come back, we'll...
One of the reasons to take him off, and not, I think, when he was in another fall, probably he would have sent off, so we couldn't take that risk.
And tell us about those changes you made at half-time. It's pretty clear what happened with Harry Maguire. That looks maybe like a bad one, but you lost Mazraoui as well.
Yeah, we had to force up. He didn't feel well in half-time, so I had to take him off.
It is still, after 7 games, Manchester United's worst start to a Premier League season, but do you hope you've shown enough today for people to still believe in the direction that you're taking the team and the club?
We know in this moment we have a lack of goals, and in that perspective, yeah, it's not a good start, and definitely not. We have to step up. If you want to win games, you have to score. So there's an area where we have to improve, but which is good. We have now 4 clean sheets, which is good, that we can defend as a team proper, also against counterattacks from opponents, because the lineup and the game plan from Villa was really to go for counterattacks, and we defended that very well.
The hierarchy were all here today. So Jim Ratcliffe, it looked like they were all here. Will you speak to them while you're at Villa Park?
We always speak. We every week speak. So we are all on board, together, on one page. We know where we are working to. It's a long-term project, and we have to keep improving the process. Yeah.
Lastly, I heard an interview you did in the week where you said, keep the faith. If you don't have faith, you don't have anything. Is that the message now? Keep the faith.
No, we proved 2 very tough away games, and this is a team. And you show the togetherness, the spirit, but also the belief and the faith they have.
Post-match thoughts of Erik ten Hag. So what happens now?
I think that's a relieved man who realises that he's bought himself some time and that obviously gets through a couple of weeks. The natural storyline and narrative won't be out of the international break. Are you going to be sacked, Erik? I think going into an international break like now is the moment where people think that you review your managerial choice. So I think it's bought in some time, and I think that's a relieved man tonight that he's got away with a draw and a clean sheet.
He's got a nice couple of weeks now.
He's
international break, take a moment.
He'll have another Manchester United line-up. But the reality is, Rebecca, they're 14th in the league. They scored 5 goals. Only Southampton have scored more. But his team have got a point, they got a clean sheet and kept the manager alive. He's got to use this as a place where we're never going to go back to this. He's got to build from this today and go forward.
Gary, it's a hard question, but we said this, their worst start in the league since 1989, and we know what went on after that with Sir Alex Ferguson. We're going to see any more success now under Erik ten Hag than what we've got?
Well, he's won 2 trophies and that's what he keeps living off, but we've got to see progression in the league because this continual sort of up and down that we see every single week, not knowing what we're going to get, is not going to keep him in a job in the long term. He needs to get that consistency and reliability.
OK, we are building up.